Now we'll discuss the Beckmann rearrangement. The conversion of aldoxymes and ketoxymes to the corresponding amides in acidic medium is known as the Beckmann rearrangement. It is especially important in the industrial production of the caprolactam, which is used as a monomer for polymerization to a polyamide for the production of synthetic fibers. The reaction is usually carried out under forcing conditions, which include high temperatures greater than 130 degrees centigrade, large amounts of strong bronzed acids, and it is non-catalytic. The stereochemical outcome of this arrangement is predictable. This is the R group anti to the leaving group on the nitrogen will migrate. If the enzyme isomerizes under the reaction conditions, a mixture of the two possible amides is obtained. The hydrogen atom never migrates, so this method cannot be used for the synthesis of non-substituted amides. This is a rearrangement reaction. In this reaction, aldoxyme is rearranged into an amide, and in this reaction, a ketoxyme is rearranged to form an amide. The applied bronzed acids are sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, or AC2O or ACOH, etc. Here R1 and R2 represent alkyl, aryl, and heteroaryl groups, whereas X represents hydroxyl, OTs, OMs, and chloride group. Now we will discuss the mechanism of Beckmann rearrangement. In the first step of the mechanism, X group is converted to a leaving group by reaction with an electrophile. The departure of the leaving group is accompanied by the 1-2 shift of the R group, which is anti to the leaving group. The resulting carbocation reacts with a nucleophile to afford the amide after tautomerization. The nucleophile may be a water molecule or the leaving group. Now we will discuss the applications of Beckmann rearrangement. NS Money and co-workers utilized the organoaluminium promoted modified Beckmann rearrangement during their efficient synthetic route to chiral 4-alkyl 1234 tetrahydroquinoline. 4-ethyl 1234 tetrahydroquinoline was obtained by the rearrangement of the ketoxam sulfonate. The resulting six-membered lactam product was reduced to the corresponding cyclic secondary amine with the diisobutyl aluminum hydride. In this reaction, ketoxam sulfonate is subjected to Beckmann rearrangement to form a 4R4-ethyl 1234 tetrahydroquinoline, which is a six-membered lactam. In the laboratory of J.D. White, the asymmetric total synthesis of the non-natural codeine was accomplished via intramolecular carbonate insertion. In the late stages of the total synthesis, it was necessary to install a six-membered piperidine moiety. This transformation was accomplished utilizing a Beckmann rearrangement of the cyclopentanone enzyme portion of one of the intermediates. Later, the six-membered lactam was reduced to the corresponding amine with LAH. To this end, an enzyme brosylate was prepared which underwent a smooth Beckmann rearrangement in acetic acid to provide a 69% yield of two isomeric lactams in an 11:1 ratio in favor of the desired isomer. This is the formation reaction of codeine. The oxime borosylate is subjected to a Beckmann rearrangement. The two lactams are added in 11:1 ratio to form codeine, which is a six-membered lactam. J.D. White reported the total synthesis of ibogamine via the catalytic asymmetric Diels-Alder reaction of benzoquinone. As the tricyclic framework of the molecule was established by converting the bicyclic ketone to the antioxime and then subjecting it to a Beckmann rearrangement in the presence of para-toluene sulfonyl chloride to afford the seven-membered lactam. Elaboration of this lactam into the aza tricyclic core of ibogamine and later to the natural product itself was accomplished in a few additional steps. This is the formation reaction of ibogamine, which is a seven-membered lactam. This is this is a bicyclic ketone which is converted into an antioxime which is subjected to a Beckmann rearrangement in the presence of para-toluene sulfonyl chloride to form the seven-membered lactam, which is ibogamine. A novel variant of the photo-Beckmann rearrangement was utilized by J. Obb and co-workers in the endgame of the total synthesis of spartine. The hydroxyl amine was generated in situ and reacted intramolecularly with the ketone to form a nitron. Photolysis of the nitron afforded the desired lactam in a good yield. This is the formation and reaction of spartine. Nitron was formed and was subjected to a photo-Beckmann rearrangement to form spartine.